YouTube.
This is our railfanning video. Unfortunately, we're just missing this train here because it was already going by when we got here. This is the train station I talked about on a recent video a couple years ago.
Yep.
I'll put that link in the iCard.
Yep.
On this video, talk about this. What's the future of this station? I'd like to see somebody with a lot of money come in and renovate this thing, and maybe turn it like a restaurant, bar and grill, little mini railroad museum, and a small ticket office just in case if Biden would decide to wake up from his lifetime coma and bring back passenger rail like he promised in his presidential campaign, which I had not seen or heard. Right now, we gotta abide this sign because we cannot pass that sign. It says private property, no trespassing, Union Pacific. We can be on this here because this is owned by somebody else.
Because guys, we always see a lot of things.
And we see a lot of Railfans parked here. Problem is, Railfans got a little too close. That's what brought up these signs. So we're going to be setting up our camera right here. I'll tell you when after this train goes by, what other trains we'll be looking for on this video. All right, this railfanning video that we're planning to do is we just missed an auto rack train, which you saw earlier in this video.
Yep.
We kind of missed it from start to finish. There is a drawbridge you see in our past videos, just up around the bend, around over the corner. I probably showed it in our train station video back a couple years ago. But also the Canadian Pacific crosses over here. It just gets on the main line, on the Union Pacific main line, what we call M1, and it's M1, M2 for the Union Pacific.
Yes.
And what the Canadian Pacific does, it crosses over, there's a switch behind us, and it will just continue to cross over and over to its own tracks later, to get back on its own track. So Canadian Pacific has to do about 3 or 4 crossovers in this area. Okay, here's our train lineup that we're going to do for this video. We just missed an auto rack train, so we'll put that in play here. We're looking for a container train. We're going to be looking for a coal train, a full coal train or an empty coal train. Full's going this way, going that way, and empty's going that way. Okay, so either one, we'll try to get it. I prefer a full one going that way. Then we're going to get what they call a mixed freight manifest. It's technical term manifest. It's like a mixed freight. If we're able to get one of those mixed freight trains, then fourth requirement, it's gonna be like a grab bag or something. Either the Canadian Pacific switch-in, Canadian Pacific, or any other railroad that crosses over the Union Pacific lines right here. Anyway, so we hope right now, sit back, relax. We're gonna be here for a while. You guys gonna be going like trains just like this, but we'll be here for quite a while to get at least 4 trains. Like I said, we're looking for a container train, a coal train of any kind, full or empty, and you're also looking for a mixed manifest train. Also, we can take another auto rack train, any Canadian Pacific train that's switching over, doing the switch over. And also Burlington Northern Santa Fe does some switching in here too, but they don't go as far because they spin off in that direction over there, so they don't come up this far. But yeah, Burlington Northern Santa Fe does come up this way too. So for the ones who are in the UK and other countries, being all what type of engines they are, we run diesel locomotives here in the United States. They're big engines. And these engines has enough power to pull at least a mile-long train. But sometimes when a train gets over a mile long or over a kilometer and a half long, they'll run what they call a DPU unit, which is another train engine in the middle of the train pulling another train. So it's pushing and pulling another train. Technically, it just creates alternate power because what it does is prevents the grappling hook from disengaging if the train's too long, because they've known to fail a lot lately. Because if the train gets longer, the coupling hook tends to fail more.
That's right, it does.
And my dad used to work for the Chicago Northwestern Railroad. I'll put that video up where the car shops used to be here in town. Now they added something else in that area. It's more like a power substation.
My uncle used to work with his dad.
Yeah, her uncle used to work with my dad. So my dad was known in town as Snowplow. He was a welder for the car shops in Chicago Northwestern Railroad and all that stuff. But that's the history of my dad on my side of the family. I wish I had more information on the engine roster. So any rail fans recognize the type of engines, please leave it down in the comments down below. It's embarrassing that I don't know all my engines like I should, because my dad had railroad history. But my dad was working on the lines when he first started on the railroad. Then he moved to the car shops, and he finished his career in the paint shop until he took medical retirement. Back in 92, he took medical retirement. He was just a few months short of full retirement. Right now, let's all sit back, relax, and let's watch at least four trains go by. This train will qualify, but this is switching over to the boonies. So this train is switching with hopper cars. So those are like how many hopper cars they may have, but they're all going towards back in the boonies here. So it's Canadian Pacific that's doing this switching. So I guess we got our Canadian Pacific train in the form, but it's a switch engine. So they are switching, and it's a very short train, so we don't have to worry about our Canadian Pacific train. Got one. Well, it's a switching train, but still, it's a train. Okay, at this point, we've been here for about an hour and a half. We only got two trains. One was that auto rack that we just barely missed early in this video. And we got that switch engine train. I could have got it 2 more times, but why see the same engine 3 times in a row? So we're still waiting for another Union Pacific to go either way. And we'll see, because right now I'm currently we've been here for about an hour and a half at this point. You guys only been here for a lot less time than that. Well, you guys are lucky on that. So right now we'll be patient, and we'll try to get another train or 2, then we'll wrap up this video. Alright, because it seems like the trains do not want to be on our cameras today. Just like the barge traffic. They don't want to be on our cameras today. Okay, we got our Union Pacific westbound coming. That's why I'm over here aiming it towards, you can see the part of the old train depot right here on the far left hand screen. It's coming across the bridge actually, so we're going to see it come around the bend here shortly. Should be coming around the bend here just shortly down there. See it? And that is that's one of my trains I need on my list as a backup. It's looks like a mixed train of some kind. Container and piggybacks. Looks like an empty container train going west. So that's one of our main trains we need going west. Here comes those big bad diesel locomotives that someone wants to see from the UK. Here you are, Union Pacific. If you guys recognize those engines, please leave it down in the comments down below. courtesy of editing, I have not done it for a while. We're gonna go ahead and speed up this train a little bit faster, okay? So we're gonna do it right now. We're gonna speed up this train so you can watch the whole train in less time. Okay, well now we're seeing some about 3 or 4 piggybacks coming up right here. These are what you call these semi-trailers on the flatbed trains. They're piggyback, but most of this train, majority of this train you just saw, is cargo container trains. Right now you just saw the 3-4 piggybacks that you saw. So that was a piggyback you just saw, and looks like the rest of the train is going to be mostly the container train. That's basically what this is. Most of this train is a container train. All right, well, I guess we're going to speed this up, or we're going to watch to the end of it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Let's go ahead and speed it up again. Again, we're at towards the end of this train, and you see there's all these piggyback semi-trailers and containers already on trailers. So it looks like somebody's getting some new trailers on the West Coast to help haul freight. But yeah, more piggybacks right here. That's what we call them in the old days. That's how they used to haul your truck trailers over the railroad back in the day. Now truckers can do it cheaper, but it looks like new trailers for the cargo, for the containers. It looks like those are brand new trailers on those. And it looks like we're going back to our container, straight up container trains. After we saw the new trailers for the cargo.
Yeah, some people call it mixed freight.
Well, it's not really mixed freight. I also noticed that this train is switched over from M1 to M2, whatever, or from M2 to M1. That's how the Union Pacific operates its 2 lines. That's it for this train. Let's see if we can get another one. That's the end of this train. Okay, we do have an eastbound coming. It'll be coming in the picture here real quick. It's an eastbound train. It's running really slow because it just got started. And it's going to be another container train, but this one will not be as long. This one only has 1 header. That's nice on the wave and 2 floors. So he just pulled out of the yard here, so that's why it's going real slow. It is another container train. This will be the last train of this video because we've been here for 2.5 hours, and this is only the 4th train. If we would have sit on the riverfront, Angie, we would have saw 10 to 12 trains crossing the drawbridge and that. So,
Oh no!
yeah, we just saw a Swiffy Swift. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and speed up this train and we'll wrap up this video. I think this will be the last train for today. We'll probably do this on some other video on a later date when I got more time to be down here. Hopefully within the next month or so, I'll try to be back down here. Just try to spend the whole day if I can.
I'll go with you.
Let's bring our lawn chairs with us on this one, on the next one. So we can pack a lunch. It's been down here for like I said, let's go ahead and speed up this. Whole train right now is now picking up speed to the maximum speed for the drawbridge. I think it's like 35, 40 miles per hour. But for this video purpose, we're going to speed it up now, go a little faster. So let's mash the gas, they say on virtual rail.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's speed up the train right now in a little fancy editing again. Right here, this is what they call a DPU unit. It's pushing this train and pulling another train. So it's basically what they call a DPU. I don't have the actual definition for that. So as soon as I find out, I'll put it in a pinned comment. Mostly. But that was the middle of the train we just saw right there, literally. So now we're seeing the second half of this train. But for editing purposes and video purposes, we're going to speed this one up right now again. And that is it right there. That's what we're going to do today, guys. We're going to wrap this video. Okay, unfortunately, we did not get our coal train today. We did not get a manifest. I could have got a manifest train, but I don't want to film the same engine 3 or 4 times in a row. We did get our 2 container trains. We did get a little bit of piggyback action there.
Yes.
That's an amazing long train right there. It's just for 2 engines, one lead and one at DPU, which is build a train anyway. Second half of the train was not as long as the first half, but it's just what it is. It helps push the train along and pull on another train. Because if that was one long train, there's a chance that one of those decouplings could decouple, and that could be a mess, basically. So that's it. Okay, we're going to wrap up this video. I'm going to let you guys know if you guys going to do any virtual railfan videoing. We do have like a sign that says right here, do not cross those signs. Beyond those signs, that is trespassing. Stay on public right-of-ways or something like that. We're on. We're at the.
Guys, and be safe.
Be safe when you film trains. They say the best locations is active. Amtrak stations is active. Public right-of-ways. Here we're at an abandoned train station in the parking lot, just right on the fringe of that sign. So we're on the north side of the sign, so we're legal because it's owned by somebody. Where we're standing at, it's owned by somebody else. If we were on the other side of the sign, that was owned by Union Pacific, and that'd be a no-no. So, and that there is a channel on YouTube called Virtual Railfan. Go to Virtual Railfan and connect on any other live cameras you see. You can see your trains live as they go by, mini camera positions and that. But if you're planning on doing your rail fanning, which we're going to do one more time in a couple months, we'll probably come here or someplace else in town. Hopefully we'll get more train action for you guys later, because since we can't do grilling videos on the patio no more, we gotta do our content in a way that's not normal to us, our channel, but we just want to share the train activities that comes through Clinton, Iowa anyway. Okay, we are out of here. I gotta go get lunch. We gotta go take my nap. I gotta go into work. That's why I was only here for 2.5 hours today. That's a pretty long time, and only got 4 trains. That's not good, guys. This is supposed to be the second busiest rail line, but right now it seems like everybody's off on their lunch breaks. We're just going to take a break right now till tomorrow. Right now, let's wrap this up.
Oh, please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, notification bell. Guys, we'll see you later.
Bye. See you later.